Alright, welcome to the channel, everyone. My name is Connor. The market took a nice, juicy dip today, alright? This was crazy. Kind of a flash crash, and I'm disappeared, and now I'm back. So market, like I said, went wild. Altcoins have been brutally destroyed over the last few days. And obviously today it was just, that was the cherry right on top of the already down bad on 20, 30, 40, 50% on some of these really good altcoins. So what I'm going to show you guys today is a bunch of coins that are on beautiful discounts. This is going to be a range of many random ones, some very high conviction coins of my own. I'm going to talk about just a bunch of, majors as well that even chart wise just look good. So let's dive into it. It's going to be a bunch of different projects, different coins. Give me 1 second here, just closing that. All right. So number one, again, this is not going to be in any specific order, but we're actually going to jump into categories here. So we're going to check each category. I'm going to throw in a couple coins here. I want to start with let me start with one here before we do that, because this one, I'm not too familiar with TIA. I don't know too much about TIA, but the chart is literally, I think, perfect. This could be a potential entry for some sort of dip, but again, please do research. I'm not a financial advisor. NFADYOR, all right? But the TIA dip looks really good, I have to say. So again, now let's go back to the categories, because I don't even know what category you'd put this in. Why is this taking forever? Alright, so we're going to start with some layer ones. I'm not going to pull up too many, because I want to get to, the actual narratives that I think have a ton of potential going into the next few months to about a year from now. Solana has still been fairly up only. ETH chart still looks really good. Even though, again, everything is on a dip. But a lot of coins still just look good. So we're going to pull up Ori chain. Ori is looking very healthy. That is not the max chart. Thank you. So in the last year, this potentially, though, this could come down to around, I would say, $10. Worst case, if it does, that could be some sort of really good entry, but even around current levels, definitely looks good. I love Ori. I feel like I don't talk about it too much, but this is, at the time when I first was looking into it / got into it, this market cap was a lot smaller, but this is like a mid cap that I do like. And mid cap to you guys might be different, but mid cap to me is anything in between, 30, 40, 50 million upwards of a couple hundred million. And that's usually the max range that I focus on for altcoins. But Ori chain is right in there, right in that pocket. And again, look at this chart. It still hasn't even started running like crazy yet, on a great dip. And I could think just the next couple of months, AI itself will take over like crazy. But Ori is a layer one as well. It's an AI layer one. And Tectum as well. I love Tectum. $22. This is actually on a great dip as well. So we got Tectum here. This is the chart. We got in under $4, came up here, and now it is back down to 22. It could go a little lower, worst case, but does not look too bad. Bottom line, the entry that the market is giving us right now is unbelievable for a lot of different projects. I'm gonna get out of layer ones here, because there's really not too many that I focus on. And I'm gonna go to Dex Screener as well too, because I'd rather just look at those regular trading view style charts, if you will. But while this loads, I gotta click this. We're going to go into AI, RWA. I mean, even DPIN, some gaming. Let's start with AI because this is, I feel like this is my main pocket for, just this bull run. And personally, I love AI coins, AI projects. And obviously, Bitcoin DeFi we'll get into as well. There's so much going on in this market every day, every week, every month. So some great dips though. First off, we got Delysium, AGI. That one is on a great dip. OXO, Nosana. Oh, what am I doing? Let me just pull up TradingView. As I've started to just have accumulate different tickers on my TradingView to gauge different narratives at different times. I want to have a bunch of different ones, different projects on the side here, so you can just see. The reason why I don't bring this up is because this lags my computer a little bit, but again, I don't want to be dragging this video out for you guys like it already is a little bit. And it's not okay. Bottom line, let's get into it. OXO chart looks really good. This is probably one of the strongest lower cap AI coins. This has had a heavy run though. That's the only thing, is I wouldn't be surprised to see this come down even lower, even like 20 to 25 cents worst case. If it does for some reason go lower than that, it's just an accumulation under here. Anywhere around here, just accumulate, get in, and just ride that. Definitely a top AI coin, even though I don't cover it too much. Nosana, I don't cover this one much either, but this one's fairly fundamentally strong, I have to say. Huge dip. I think this is around a 50, yeah, close to a 50%, or if not a little bit more than 50%. This one's on Solana. Like I said, Delysium on a nice dip. Olas too. This is I've covered a few times on the channel. These are a lot of like major, or not major, more medium cap, mid cap range AI coins. We'll go into a couple more here. But this dip, I think anywhere under $4, in between $3 and $4 is a great accumulation for Olas. Going into this next phase of the bull run over the next 2 to 3 months. I think at least with Olas, they're kind of paving the way, leading the way for AI agents, and I still believe that's going to be a top narrative in AI, like a top sub-narrative, if you will. One of my personal favorite projects still in crypto today, NKI, sitting at literally 4 cents. Chart looks literally unbelievable. Like this dip eventually, okay, I don't know why it just does that. But yeah, this dip eventually is going to be eaten up. This will make new highs. Heavy conviction here. With a literal working solid LLM, they got a lot of plans in the future for it. I personally, that's one of my highest conviction bags. Like full disclosure, I own this one. I love NKI. But again, I wouldn't own it if I didn't believe in it. And that is single-handedly my highest conviction bag. AIT is another very strong AI coin. Very huge dip, I'm not gonna lie. It came down a lot, but this is definitely, to an extent, probably where it's going to be bottoming out. Again, most AI projects are taking a hit. Gaming too, especially, has been taking a massive hit. I'm trying to think if there's another AI. Roko is one. I don't think I've pulled up publicly on the channel. Roko's on a great dip. I'm not going to cover it here. I'll probably make a video on it in the future, but definitely one to watch for. So those are most of the AI coins that I like to cover. I think all of those are very strong for what they are, just being key players in the narrative right now for AI. A lot of them, obviously Tau and Render, great dips as well. I think Tau's dip was eaten up though recently, and it might have come right back down. I don't know. So Tau, do not quote me on, because again, I'm trying to make this quick. I'm not going to go into every project. what they do, all this stuff here. But Ando at $1 billion, their ties to BlackRock says everything you need to know. Personally, I think Ando is a powerhouse. I'd say if it can come down a little more, potentially it might come down to around 60 something cents. Sit on this support level. It may break under this a little bit if it has to bounce, worst case. Because this chart still has been kind of up only a little bit if you look at it on like TradingView or something. But again, accumulation, even at $1 billion, there's no way that doesn't continue up from here. Token, pretty good one, I don't cover. IXS though, easily my favorite. There's another one. I'm going to cover 3 or 4 of these, alright? IXS is still my top RWA. This is one of my highest conviction bags as well in the space. Beautiful dip. We ran up, came right back down. But again, this is still not even past all-time highs. We are still early for a lot of these. At 84 million, it's still a bargain. Love IXS. Soil and Revest. That's actually crazy that there's a similar market cap now. But Revest is a powerhouse as well. This has been down for a while. I'm actually surprised this is so down, because they have a lot of stuff going for them too. Revest, very strong in my opinion. I could just see that, again, most of these will eventually run again in the bull market. I have very high conviction in RWA coins themselves. And Soil had a huge pump over, the last couple weeks here, and it's kind of just been consolidating at the top of that pump. It's come down a little bit, but that was definitely a great play. I got into Soil maybe 5 months ago, publicly on the channel. I called that. That did like a 10 to 12x. If you held it from then. Yeah, there's so many of these I could go into, but those are some of my favorites that I like to cover here on the channel. And let's see, let's go to gaming now. I didn't realize there's so many gaming things. Gaming blockchain, gaming utility token, gaming governance. I'm just looking for gaming, bro. Obviously, and if you guys have seen BRC20s, pups have been going nuts. Track in the Bitcoin ecosystem is still one of my highest conviction. BRC20s / Bitcoin Layer 1 projects. I know a lot of people might be skeptical because the chart has been down for a long time. But again, it's part of the game. I think once crypto really starts to take off, Bitcoin takes off again after it dips, after the halving, does whatever else it's got to do. Once we start really moving back up, making new highs, I think Track is going to shine. Being at the forefront of runes, of BRC20s, of the infrastructure for a lot of Bitcoin Layer 1 innovation, right? I think that's just one not to fade, bottom line. So, yeah, Track, I love Ghosty. All of BRC20s I think will probably pump again fairly soon, because we've seen a lot of meme BRC20s start pumping, which I didn't even realize that would become some sort of narrative too, which is funny. What was I looking up? Gaming. There it is, game 5. Oh, it was literally above AI. So yeah, I'm going to cover a couple gaming coins here, and that should kind of wrap up this video. I covered Beam on the channel before, but this one again, at 1.4 billion, look at these charts, everything is down. But we got Beam, Prime, and these are just solid, like very large caps or larger cap coins. We got Big Time here if you guys are into Big Time. Mavia is definitely a very strong one as well, on a nice dip. Just trying to see if there's any other ones. Topia is probably one of my favorites too. Down to about 50 million now on a great dip. Yeah, honestly, I feel like most of the games or gaming projects that I cover or I have covered more recently are all like micro caps. Most of them are very micro cap games. I don't have too much exposure to many large cap gaming projects. Let's see. And Warped Classic, still one of my favorites. Like, that's not going to change. They have such a strong team behind them, and they're going about developing this game, creating everything, in the safest, smartest, strategic way possible. Warped is not going anywhere. It's just going to take time. That's all this market is, guys. I really like Warped. It's still at a very small market cap in comparison to some of your favorite gaming studios or gaming infrastructure projects, I mean, yeah, there's really not too many on here. Excuse me. Not too many on here, like I said. I cover, I love Soonverse. It's another micro cap gaming coin that I'm holding, I'm in. Soonverse has a lot going for it as well. High Noon is another one. But yeah, as far as like major gaming coins, yeah, that's mainly what I'm exposed to. I have a few more, but I don't want to disclose everything I hold on the channel. Let's see. There's a lot of stuff's for, Patreon as well. Especially a lot of like the newer projects that I'm in and the newer ones I'm watching. If you guys are interested, you can get into the Patreon as well. Show you guys most of the coins, if not all of them, that I find way before YouTube. Tell you guys all this stuff way beforehand. And yeah, I'd say outside of that, that's what I got for you guys today. So if you guys found some value, hit the like, subscribe, check it out. Maybe I make another video going more into depth into a couple more. Just certain coins and different narratives as well. But as of right now, bottom line, the market has been taking a hit. Most good altcoins, any great altcoins are, they should be on a good dip right now. There are not many coins that are going through this market right now, straight up to the upside, when everything's falling, right? So I just think, I just say allocating into some of your favorite coins, even some that you hold now that are just on dips, coins you have heavy conviction in, definitely go all in on those. Add to your bags, jump into them. But yeah, as far as for today in this video, that's what I got for you guys. Just, again, we could see Bitcoin continue up, down, but if it goes lower, just continue to add. I think this is going to be one of the most easiest plays for the rest of the bull run. Until this dip concludes, whether this was the end of the dip, whether it has one more leg down before mooning, I don't think we're going to see these levels. And if it can go under all-time highs again like that, I don't think we're going to see levels like that again until probably mid-2025 to, who knows, 2026 when another bear market begins. So that's what I got for you guys today. I appreciate you watching, and that's it. I'll see you.